Everyone, welcome to the Cyber Intelligence. With me, Raj. First of all, sorry guys, I'm not uploading any videos from last 7 days. Actually, I uploaded last video on the 1st March, right? Now it's the 9th, so 8 days I'm not uploading any video because I'm busy with another work. Sorry for that. I apologize for that. But today I'm present with the heart of the networking topic, just called as the OSR model. So let's go. I hope you all are good now and you are ready to learn new topic. Where's the model? Let's go, guys. We will be start our topic right now. Okay. So first is title and content layout. What the 7 layers attacks and protocols in which layer are they are using, which attack can be possibility to happen, and which protocols are using in that layer. First, we will see about that. But first, all we started about the 7 layer. We will be seeing what is OSI model. It's important. Open system interconnection. OSI stands for Open System Interconnection. Okay, it is type of framework. Okay, I'm taking a pen. The pen is too good now. It is a type of framework. Okay, it is a type of framework we use to describe the function of networking system. Okay, first we are learning what is the OSI models. I will explain you after that why OSI models are used. Okay, it has been developed by Standard Organization ISO, means it is developed by International Organization for Standardization in the year of 1984. Okay, so it is a 7 layers architecture, you know well, and having a specific functionality. Every cell layer have the specific functionality. All the 7 layers work collaboratively to transmit the data from one network to another network across the world. Means, example, if you want to send your data from one device to another device, so OSI model will be. So let's see next. Okay, you can see here the application layer, the presentation layer, station layer, transport layer, network layer, data link layer, and physical layer. Okay, in OSI model there have the 7 layers, but in the reverse mode, these layers are started from the reverse in the seventh one. So seventh one is application, sixth one is presentation, fifth one is the station, fourth one is transport, third is network, second is data link, and first is the physical layer. Okay, this is the layers are used to send the data. Means, example, with the help of the application layer, you are sending your data. Okay, in example, it's one photo. Then after it's transfer in presentation layer. Then after it go to the session layer, then transport, then network, then data link, and then physically. You know the machine language that physically means the in the 0 and 1 on that format data is transferred in another device, and the when you received any message is first step is physically. It is transferred physically. Then after transferring data link to network to transport to session to presentation, and presentation to application, and then after you received message and you can read this message. Now it's clear. Okay. Hmm. There is clear. If you have in the part of any doubt, so you will be comment out. I will try to solve your all doubts. Come on, the next thing, these 3 layers. Okay, this 3 layer is called as the software layers and also upper layers, because in the table they are in the top of the top. So it is called as upper layers and software layers because these 3 layers are work on the software. This is a heart of the OSI model. This is the main part. And next one, these 3 layers is called as the lower layers as well as called as the hardware layers of the OSI model, because these 3 layers are work on the OSI model. Okay, so let's go with one by one. First is the application layer. It is an interface between user and the computer. It provides service to the user. It is known as desktop layer. Application product, the data which has to be transmitted over the network. It is interface between user and the computer. Okay, it provides service to the user. It is also called as desktop layer. An application produce the data which has to be transmitted over the network. So this is device is use a computer, and this example of the application layer is Google, Chrome, Firefox, exactly your WhatsApp also. And there are protocols is used means HTTP, HTTPS, simple mail transfer protocol. You can see here, these protocols are used. See, I mentioned the protocols are used, and the data is means the data is used in data form. Okay, understand now? We will move on the next one. This is the presentation layer. The presentation layer, this layer is try to put application data into a certain format. Means after receiving the data from the application layer, the data is divided into a certain format which can be understood by every different system. Every different sermon this can be understand. The data from the application layer is extracted here, manipulated as per the required format to transmit over the network. In this layer, translation is like to hexadecimal. Okay, so next format is there are some functionalities are happen in this layer. Okay, this is encryption, decryption, encoding, decoding, compression, decompression. All these functionalities are happen in this layer. So if I'm giving example of this layer, so um if your data is in voice or any song, any picture or any message, so according to that this data is divided. Means if any document, so it's a PDF, JPG, that type. If any picture, if any audio, see, according to audio range, that type of data is divided in the certain format. So there is device is the computer, because this is the software layer, that it is the software layer. So there is device and the data in the data format, because this is the software. And if you know about the protocols, so JPG, MPEG, TLS, SSL, this type of protocols are using. Now it's clear. Can we move? Okay. Let's do the move on the next. This session layer. This layer is responsible for establish the connection. Okay, you will receive data. Your data is entered now application through. Your data is formatted in certain format. So now what is the next? For the transmission, we have one connection, right? So session layer doing this work. It is establish connection, maintain of session authentication on the also secure. Okay, so authentication authorization session restoring webinar means there are in the established connection, maintain this connection for the transferring of data. So if we know there is also using computer, and if we know the protocols is NIC BIOS, RPC, R, PAP, this type of protocols will use. Clear? So there is first means upper layers and software layers are done. If you have any doubt, ask me in the comment box. Move on the next one to the transport layer. It is a heart of the OS model, because it is the middle layer and the most important layer, transport layer. So let's see what things are happen in this layer. It provides reliable message delivery from process to process. Ensure that messages are transmitted in the order in which they are sent and there is no duplication. It is also responsible for error control and flow control. Okay, to understand, it is the process to process. Okay, ensure that messages are transmitted in the order in which they are sent and there is no duplication. Okay, this there is responsible for in this layer check any error. If any error is available, control this, and the flow also control. Flow means At the time when transferring the message, there is too much data is transferring and too less data is transferring. So this flow is controlled in transport layer. It receive data from session layer and it chop. One more thing is happened, but I am not writing here. It chop it into a smaller segment. Okay, and it adds destination port number, source port number to the each packet. Means first is the data, then after chop into segment, then after it's a frame into bytes. Okay, this data is chop. Okay, there is TCP and UDP protocols are used, and the data of use is the segments. Now it's clear. Okay, move to the next. Next is the network layer. This is the third layer of the OSI model. Network layer is work for the transmission of data from one host to another located in different network. Take care of packet and routing. That is selection of the number of routing available. Okay. There is it is from the network layer starting the hardware layers and the below layer. Okay. So there is the one device are using this called as the router. So what is the main work of router? Find the conjunction free path for transferring of data smoothly and early. So take this in this layer, the layer work as a transmission or data. So it take care of packets and routing. Okay, it is selection of number and routing. There is find the conjunction free path. So which protocols are using? DSCP, IP, OSPF, and RIP. Okay. Then the router and firewall and IPS. These three devices are using in this layer and the data in the packet format. Okay, I forgot to tell you. Just the first is data. Then after data is chopped into segments. Segments is chopped into packet. Packet is chopped into frames, and frame is chopped into the bytes. Okay. Now it's clear network layer. Going to the second layer is the data link layer of the OSI model. It is also called as the hardware layer. The data link layer is responsible for the node to node delivery of the message. Node to node. Okay, it does framing, error control, and flow control, etc. These three functions are framing, error control, and flow control. This type of functions are done in the data link layer. So data link layer is divided into two subcases, the logical link control and media access control. Okay, so which devices are using? These are switch. Why we are using switch? Switch is connecting two devices in the network, right? So same, this work is done in the data link layer. So which protocols are using? ARP, Ethernet, triple P, this type of protocols are using. And the data in the frame format is available in the data link layer. Now it's clear? Okay. Move on the last one, but the first is the physical layer. It is responsible for the actual physical connection between the device. So there is Bluetooth, hub, Wi-Fi, cable. This type of uh, devices are using. And if we know the protocol is the only one, 802.11, and the data in the bit format available in the physical layer. So we are you are thinking now. I'm first time I told you I will explain about the attacks also, which attacks are happened in which layer. Don't worry, I prepare one table for you guys. This is the table. Okay, application layer is the protocol FTP and in simple mail HTTP HTTP as this type of protocols are using. Device is the computer and the protocol data unit is the data. Then function allow access to the resources and the first three layers is the These three layers is the software layer. So what attacks is happen? Viruses, ransomware, worm, malware, keylogger, botnet, ARP, spoofing, spyware, man-in-middle attack, cache poisoning, and DNS redirection. This type of attacks can be done in the first three software layers. Then come on to the heart of the OSI model, the TCP UDP segments end-to-end connection. This RIP attack and synchronous fluid attack, this type of attack is happening in the transport layer. Then network layer, these three layers is called as the hardware layers. So in that first is network and data link layer. In that two layers are IP smurfing, address spoofing, misconfiguration in the device, non-updated firmware, weak to default password. This type of attacks will be happen. There is chances to happen. And last one is the physical. So there is not the any attack, but the physical and environmental threat, dust, water, and more. This type of attacks can be happen in the physical layer. Okay, I hope now whole here's OSI model is clear for you guys. If you have any query, please tell me. I will try to resolve. If you want a video on any particular topic, please comment out. I will try to explain this topic as soon as possible through the video. Thank you guys. Thank you for your time. And please support me. Please subscribe my channel and please follow me. Thank you. Thank you so much guys for your time.